So yeah, today we are probably good. Building a shulker farm. It will not go well because we're doing probably the worst. Because okay, look, building a whole ass shulker farm is silly, overrated. I'm only gonna realistically ever need it once and then never. Again. So I don't want to put in that much effort into it because I just don't think it's worth it. In all honesty. So what I'm gonna instead do is, and I've been working on it a little bit in a creative world. And I got it from a YouTube video that I will have to. Basically, right? You know how shulker farms always work is, they get hit by a funny shulker bullet, like while they're open and they have a chance at teleporting and like cloning themselves and teleporting, right? So I can abuse that by like putting it in a little like glass box basically, and then having it set up in a way so it can only, it has so much space to teleport that it will teleport and clone itself just by using a bunch of slabs. Because they also only like go on like solid faces only, like, on full blocks. So you can use just a bunch of slabs in a certain way so they can only spawn either on the top or the bottom blocks, and then just like, just use that. Because I mean, look how many shulker boxes we already have, I mean, I've already got 10. Don't need too much more than this. I do need a lot of... Basically, it's literally just slabs and some like very basic redstone stuff that I just need. Nothing too difficult at all. Just a lot of it is all. Now this won't get me enough slabs, I think, but it might be. They gotta be slabs. But then I need some things like some redstone bits. They're all in that fucking villager hall, so I'm gonna go back and get those. I need like a sticky piston, some redstone dust, a repeater, a couple of repeaters. I'm really surprised I didn't grab more redstone. I guess all of it is put away, but basically, yeah, it's just gonna be like a massive like floor of slabs, so that way they and I have to actually get it to go in a certain spot too. So we'll be luring it with like a minecart or something, hopefully. We'll see how that goes. But I can either use a boat or a minecart, hopefully, to get it. And I'm gonna probably just use a minecart, but no, I have redstone. I don't need to get it. I should probably just go get it from the trading hall. But... Yeah, I just have to, all I need to do is just kind of move it up and away from, like, the end city so it's far enough away that, it don't teleport to anything. Also, so, like, other shulkers and, like, endermen don't interfere and all that kind of stuff. So we gotta get that figured out. But we're gonna be taking that for right. And we'll go ahead and go pop over to the trading hall really quickly. After I sleep, I guess. But it really shouldn't be hard. The hardest part's moving the shulker, honestly. And then I'll have to have some, like, glass too. There it is. I could literally just get it moved into place first and then actually, like, build the platform. That way it's at least easier for me to work with. So I'll just do that, I guess. I think the other thing too is if I can get the right one, I can probably just put it in a boat and then just like haul it like somewhere else that I have into instead of having to get this like fancy like minecart rail, going through the whole thing. And just get a boat to kind of do it, which that'll be good. I don't want to have to do minecart shit, but boat stuff does kind of take a bit too, to be fair. It's alright. Now we're just here to grab that redstone that I was talking about. And I gotta do a couple of things like, you know, making a sticky piston, some spare repeaters. Here's my redstone. Like that. And I guess I'll just mine some stone. Yeah, this one's gonna be just really basic, just as long as they it's nothing really too hard, it's just like really basic shit. Oh, and I need a iron trap door. I'll just take spare iron with me too. How do you make iron trap doors? The 2x2? Oh, it is, huh? I haven't made those in ages, so. Um, yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much everything I think I'm gonna need. Again, it ain't really anything difficult per se, more than it is just, kind of sitting down and doing it. Is basically, it has to be built out far enough, because they don't, like, their Shulker bullets don't actually, like, go through, like, trap doors if it's a far enough distance, so they don't think they can actually shoot through it. So it'll usually turn back around and hit them. And then I just had to build it in a way that it's just in its own little safe area, and then it can only hit itself, and it's just weird. It ain't really hard. It's just easier to show, but it's nothing particularly difficult. I just gotta sit down. Now, one thing though, and I'll have to grab it really quickly, is we're gonna be using. We'll use one of the end cities that I found that's a little bit closer, hopefully, for this. So we'll actually just kind of go take it by ear. Like, we'll just... Because I know I, like, walked up to one at some point. That was, like, a lot closer in the 2000s instead of, like, the 5000s. And realistically, I should probably, like, build this, you know, by, like, actually bringing a shulker, like, somewhere else, but no. Or hell, I should just, you know, build a fucking farm for it, but again, I don't really want to, honestly. Because I'm gonna realistically only gonna need, like, I don't know, like 2 to 4 stacks of this stuff, like, ever. And I will literally never need more. So, it just really isn't worth it to, make a farm. I have to, but I just want to do a manual farm, because, you know, I don't think I'll need anything else from it, so why not? Let me make sure, got that, just in case. And I already locked all this shit down, so... Oh, and I wanted to do that at some point. But once I get this Shulker farm today, I don't think it'll take too long to do, and if it doesn't, I'll probably start work on getting all the materials for the raid farm. That's the next thing I would like to do, is get a raid farm all done. Because they ain't really too difficult either, they just take some more time. They don't take a whole bunch of time. We'll just go ahead and pop over. Yeah, cool. Go ahead and would it be embarrassing to die, huh, though? Now I got good elytra durability still. A couple of things to note. This is not the way I've gone before, which I don't know why I'm doing this if that's the case. Because I know for a fact... Oh, wait, no, just kidding, I lied. Nope, so we're actually good, because there's already some cobbled deep slate stuff, so that just means this was like a really early one. And we'll take this time as well to see if there was actually like anything closer, and I just barely like missed it at a render distance, you know? That would be at least nice to know. Doesn't particularly look like it. Oh, no, there kind of was. Oh, that's unfortunate, huh? This is at least kind of good, though, because I can just take, like, one of these ones that are up, like, pretty high and, like, just pillar up, basically. So, like, this tower here always has one, like, pretty much right up here. So pretty much directly under this center block, there's just a guy. So that means all I should have to do is just bridge out like 30 blocks that way. And then kind of get this guy like kidnapped. Yep, see, you can see there he is. So it literally is just a case of... Oh, we can use slabs, right? Yeah. Just to make sure he can't teleport onto like an underside of a block or something. Because it'll only teleport to the top part of these slabs. So we're just going to go ahead and bridge out. We're going to positive Z. So probably about 26, or we'll go to 2700. Just because I need to make it a square, like centering on that block. So we'll go to 2700 flat and we'll see how that goes. I can't remember if they can show bullets or not outside of the... outside of, like if they're in a boat, I don't remember if they shoot bullets. I hope they don't, that would suck. I would like to mention this again is going to be in no way a good farm, like at all, but it's going to get what I need done. So that's alright by me. I used plate tile just so I know which one to mark it with. Because we wanted to go onto this one specifically, so I know where to build around it. That's the one we want to do. Now, and then the ceiling will be just like here. And actually it'll act as a center point too, so we can go ahead and... That, cool. Now, I think you can push them with pistons if you need to, but I would like to try and avoid finding that one. Maybe I might not be able. But yeah, it's pretty much just get it onto like that block there, more or less. And we'll just Actually, I'm gonna get rid of the top one just for right now, just to make sure that just in case. You know, I can just make a button for it. I'm pretty sure because I can't teleport on the redstone. Buttons technically count as redstone. That full block thing might go into effect, so we're just gonna get rid of it just to be safe. But now it should just be kidnap it in a boat, and we'll just kind of see how that one goes. Could go okay. One thing we'll do really quickly. No, we don't want to hit it either. I'd prefer to not hit it. Okay, now one other thing. What? Oh, okay, so that's another thing too I kind of forgot about. So that meant that he, oh shit. This might be, I might have just made that really bad. Uh-oh. So it didn't count as like having a full block, so that kind of fucked with it a little bit. Back. So I know he's still kind of around here. I think he's below. Oh no, that's mine. I don't know where the real one is. Shit. Oh, there he is. I think just as long as I can get it to, just as long as I can get it in a boat, I can figure the rest out. But getting it in the boat, that might be a little weird right now. Okay, we got him in the boat. And they also do shoot bullets while they're... Now this might be a bit of an issue. Oh, so they can't hit me from there. Good to know at least. Switch some of this out. And I need a regular piston right now too. He's trying to hit me, but he's missing, luckily. Okay, so now pretty much all I have to do is just push it upwards. Is a boat? Here we go. I forgot to take the fucking glass. Shit. Great. Hey, this dude can quit fucking trying to shoot me, though. Okay, you can actually stop that. Bruh, come on. I should add a ceiling. Shit. That was the top one, bro. Here we go. Alright. Oh, fuck you. Oh, shit. Yeah, I can't fucking hit any of these two. Okay, man, come on. Oh, okay. Alright, we're gonna change a couple of things. First of all, we need more ender pearls. Because holy Jesus. Wow, that was fucking bad. I should have put some water when I was there, to be honest. That would have helped out. Oh, hey, we're just gonna go ahead and kill an enderman really quickly. Shulker is still trying to shoot me all the way from up there. Or there's probably another one hit me too. Okay, now finally got that done. No. Oh, fuck you. I'm just putting water for right now. I gotta have something. Oh my god, it keeps fucking knocking me out of orbit pretty much. Like, stop. God, I'm getting really sick of this already. This is so much easier and creative, obviously. I'm looking at this fucking. Oh my god. This fucking clown, bro. I should have brought an invisibility potion. That would have probably helped too. Okay, now. I could just get it fucking sealed off in there. Makes my life a little bit easier. Okay, now we got that at least. I'll get rid of all this excess glass. Supposed to have this. But okay, that should probably do it, I think, in terms of this. Or at least it's a start. Nope. That wouldn't correct. I'll just let it happen. Okay, that's correct. That can be moved downwards by a block. Here we go. Okay, now the thing that's supposed to kind of like tie this together too is that sticky piston, which that goes there, and then on that side I'll have like the sticky piston part. I'll get that kind of started too. But it's supposed to be set up in a way so I get that like that. But it's set up in a way, because I had issues with like using another trapdoor to just have it, because you don't want the shulker bolt to hit it. Like as soon as like a new one spawns, you just want to like turn it off and then instantly like go kill it, because you know you just want to go kill it before I fucking gets away, because that's not good. All right, so that goes. That's not correct. Here we go. Then that goes there. And then it should literally just be pretty easy. Oh yeah, I'm out of cobblestone slabs. It's about this many, I'm guessing, and then I had it drop down a block, but you would take one of these. A little bit weird though, so I'm gonna have to put a water bucket. Forgot I had this fucking elytra on, I'm not gonna lie. Why do I have this on? Wait. I think I wondered in case I fell, but now I don't really have that much of a risk of falling. Alright, so that wouldn't build in the right spot, which, damn. Not good. I think it goes about there. And then... the lever is gonna go here. And then I just route redstone dust up into this repeater. I should not have done all of those like that. Fuck. I hope I don't need any like cobblestone shit. Not gonna be good. That means it's off pretty much, so I don't have to worry about the shulker being weird. Well, basically all I do now from here is I just kind of count out how far I need to build this thing. I want to do like 10 this way, 10 that way, and 10 in all directions, so it should be like a 21 by 21 at the very least. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. And then we just go around this side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we go around this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. And then this one we pretty much already got. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then just literally the last one is here. And then all I have to do is fill this all in, and then I'll also have to get started on the ceiling itself, which I guess I'll at least get the foundation for it done. But he can't go on this side of him, but he can go on the underside, which is what we want. So yeah. I gotta give myself some more room to work with here though. So we're gonna expand this out. And if I ever want to like increase the odds too, I could always just expand this platform out or make like more layers of it. But this should be pretty good of things considered. Now I did test, like I did kind of like crackpot this thing together in like creative, which is where I'm like kind of getting this from. Is like I saw a fucking YouTube video on it from like 2.5 years ago when this came out, and like a snapshot, and then kind of cobbled together my own like incredibly shitty one in that creative world, and then I'm building that one here and just hoping for the best. That's all I pretty much can do, unfortunately. Again, I would prefer to not have to build a fucking farm that I'm gonna use once and then pretty much never again. Because there is a point with shulker shells where it is just too much, and you won't ever make all of them in a box. And they're only used for shulker boxes, it's the other thing too. Like, you know, you don't do anything with them other than make shulker boxes, so... And realistically, you don't need, unless I was like trying to build like a shulker box loader or some shit. I was like trying to fucking like do some huge bulk storage shit. Like every fucking farm I had like had a shulker box loader for like really efficient storage. That's when I'd probably want an actual farm. But if I ever like needed that, then I will just actually build a fucking shulker farm. But this should just kind of get me by for what I need, you know. Don't see anything wrong with this. It's just a manual farm too, is also, it ain't even nothing like stellar on that front either. Again, that's alright. Don't need it to do too much more. But since these slabs are the only full block surface they can teleport to, they'll either go on the floor of this one or the ceiling. So that way it kind of like doubles up on it in the same amount of space. Also, having a ceiling is great, so that way I don't die to like, you know, levitating out of the fucking sky kind of deal. Now it's like the shitty weak one that like took damage from its own bullets that teleports out, so it's replaced with like a new one every time. If I ever truly need to, and I don't think I ever will, I can just use like an instant health potion to heal it back up to above half. But I don't think it would come to that, but I have it just in case. I can make a splash. I can just go make like a splash potion and go do that. That won't be too bad. But yeah, I'm not gonna be building a like a huge fancy manual or automatic farm. I mean, I might again one day, but I don't really have a need for it. Might come in handy at some point, but worry about that a little later. Plus, this one's at least like easy. Like, they actually are getting like really good like one-dimensional farms where like you don't have to like have like nether portals and shit. It just takes scaffolding, and I could have built that one honestly, and I probably should have in hindsight. But again, it just I don't really like just having a very basic manual farm for this because it's different for like a raid farm or like a witch farm obviously. But when it comes to stuff like this, then Alright, so that's the floor done. So now we just go ahead and do the ceiling. Hey, this motherfucker going ham on the piano. So fun. And since it's an upside down slab, they won't teleport to the top part of it, which is nice. As for how I'm going to be getting in and out of this thing, I think literally all I'm going to do is just have like a hole here or something that like I can just fall in. Like I'll just fly up to here with an elytra and just walk into this hole. Oh, it's really that big a deal. Don't need nothing fancy. At some point I'll eventually get scaffolding if I need to build more layers to give it more like places to teleport to, but that's a huge if and that might not even be a but we'll see. It's pretty much almost done, and then I can test it out to make sure. But just at least getting this main platform done is... Yeah, if there's anything I would change about this, though, it would be bring invisibility next time, because wow, that was not particularly fun having to deal with it like that. I just didn't want to do it in like that high up with, no armor or no elytra or something, because that's usually a recipe for like complete disaster, so I can like tank all the hits just fine. And I would prefer to not, but I can if I need to. About a quarter of it done. just barely short on that one, damn. Oh, that's alright. Don't matter. Alright, that should probably do it. Oh, one other thing I could do if I absolutely... Yeah, I guess I could actually just do that. Bottom slab, and then I'll do that. Now at least I can have access to... Oh, just kidding, I ended up missing this whole section. Oops. Gotta get that finished up first, and then I can... But, we're almost done. But because of that staircase I just put in there now, if I really need to, I can build another like layer for it. But I really shouldn't need to, but if I want to, I can. Now, it also helps to have captions on for this, because I don't exactly hear too well over, like, you know, music, and then also just not hearing sometimes. But whenever a shulker teleports, there is like a discernible like sound that actually happens, and then it shows up in the captions and all that too. So it's usually good to try and have those on, because it makes it a little bit easier to catch, you know, by having to just kind of guess. And it's also nice having it all on one layer like this, because I can just look and see where it is. Well, I guess I can do that on top too. Like if it's not on this layer, then it would have been just on the next one. And any more than two would probably get fairly confusing and just search for the fucking guy. But I think this is it. I mean, I don't think there's a whole bunch more for me to do here other than just get rid of... I'll take some of this glass just... I think that was pretty much it. So basically, and I might have to extend this out just a tiny bit, but I'm pretty sure I built this the right distance. But basically all it is, click this lever, he gets pissy at me, it should turn around, it does. I got a shield too, but... Okay, you are... There we go. See, that's what we want, so... Damn, he was running out of HP too, but you can see how he was still shooting at me, but with that glass block, like, partitioning like that, it basically meant that, you know, it would just kind of get stuck in the block and it wouldn't be able to hit him again. Because we can only do this one shulker at a time, because, it, like, lowers the chances the more shit's around. Hang on, give me a second, I got some stuff I need to look at. Yeah, sorry about that, I'm back. Yeah, let's see if this works. Probably. Oh, then if I want to leave, I can just go up. But first things first, though, one more thing. Negative 240, 161, 2691. Well, let me go ahead and get this written down, and then we'll start using the thing. Hopefully. No reason not to. Negative 2, 161. Alright, cool, got it written down. Alright, cool. Let's give this a shot. Also, I can just hold shield down, because there is always a small chance that it comes through to hit me. But you see how its bullet just goes up and down and it doesn't actually manage to hit itself. That's what we want. Oh, and looting 3 doesn't actually increase the amount of shells it drops, it just increases the chances of it dropping. So you see how they go up and down too. So it can't hit itself like that because it's inside its own like hitbox. So that means it's like actually controlled. That was probably one of the weirder parts I had to actually figure out myself because it was just, you know. But like I was saying about looting 3, it only increases the chance of getting a shulker shell, but not the actual amount like it does on Bedrock. So you only get 0 or 1. But on Bedrock you get 0 to 4 for each level looting you get. Alright, that makes me a little weird. That was like 3 bullets, like, while it was open. Alright, it needs to... Oh, okay. I really should make some splash potions of healing. Oh, we're good. Right now, we're good. That did kind of cut it a little close. I need to be a little more careful. But it replaces it with a fresh one. I just don't want to have to lose like the one in the actual chamber here because, you know, that means I'd have to go out and like, you know, either bring the one that spawns back in or something. And it just would not be fun. Whoa, AC, we already got 2. And since it replaces with a new fresh one every time and I shut the farm off, you know, it'll go back because it thinks it can't go through. Then we just trigger that and then we go kill this one and cool, alrighty. So we'll probably just do this until I get like a stack, which is gonna take a bit, to be honest. Okay, and it also, when it closes like that too, like it has basically like diamond armor, more or less. That means it won't like actually clone itself when it needs to. Because it has to be open for it to clone. This one's being weird too. The way it's opening up. There we go. So you heard the noise and then you could kind of just barely see it behind. But there we go. We already got enough for 2 boxes. A stack of shells will make 32 boxes, so I think I might even just go for 2 stacks, unironically. Not really a reason not to be fair. But because it's got so much space to work with, you know, I shouldn't have to worry about getting a new one. It won't teleport on these wires, or on this piston, but it will teleport on any of these fucking block bases. And there's a lot of them, so... And it chooses a, like... I think they said it was a 17 by 17, like, area. Like, centered on the shulker. So it's actually, like, you know, 8 this way, 8 that way, 8 that way, 8 that way, and then 8 up and down. And then that's how it'll actually teleport. And I built, like, actually overextended, but I could add another layer if I really needed to, but I don't really need to. When it gets hit by a bullet, when it's open like that, then it'll it'll have like 5 chances to try and teleport, and then, you know, if the block it picks is valid, it'll just teleport to it. And, well, it'll clone. It'll make the clone in the chamber and then teleport. So the weaker one teleports, but the stronger one stays. Which is good because that's, you know, how you actually farm these things. But all the farms I've seen are like, you know, using like snow golems or like endermite, and that's fine, but it's also just like a lot of shit, and I don't plan on like using this thing a whole bunch neither. Yeah, you can see it's working out pretty well. I I mean, for something that's just kind of cobbled together based on like one fucking YouTube video I saw, it's really simple, like really like simple, and it's pretty much all I need because I'm only gonna need this thing like once. It literally can't get any simpler than this without like just being bad. Again, there is always a chance that it does something to goof up, but you know, I doubt that'll happen. It ought to be okay though. A lucky drop that time though, but see, I mean, I even got my shield back as well. I'm breaking 3 mending on a shield. Actually useful for no discernible reason. Now, I actually want to get my elytra repaired while I'm at it, so we're gonna go ahead and put this thing. Because it technically doubles as an XP farm, but it's more like fixing like my elytra XP farm, not like, you know, an actual XP farm. That's what the villagers are for, and that's also what the raid farm is going to be for. But of course, I don't exactly have that being in the end, so this is at least like passable for what I need it to do. And that's alright, you know? Because the whole point of this farming to be some like big fucking XP farm is to farm shulker shells in like a really easy to way, you know, easy to build way. That I actually don't have to use too much. Here we go, but see, already enough for 5 boxes. That's pretty good. Yeah, an entire stack's worth of boxes, though, will pretty much be where I have to call it. But I can always come back to this whenever, too, so... See, we're getting this thing fixed up pretty nicely. And we're at 11 shells out of 2 stacks, which is gonna take a while, but... I might just take the rest of the stream to just kind of, like, farm for those, because then I'll never have to do it again, you know? Or if I do have to do it again, it will be another time, but... It's still okay, like... I don't need to worry about it too much. Yeah, that's a lot of bullets, damn. They kind of get built up in there in a weird way. Now, I don't like it when it closes like that after it shoots a bullet, because it's still damaging itself, but it's just... Oh, okay, see, this is what I was worried about. Oh, no. See, this is what we didn't want. Oh my god, no. This is what we didn't fucking want, because, you know, this is not easy to fix. Or fixable, I think. It's technically fixable, but... It hit itself with 3 open bullets and couldn't fucking... How am I gonna bring this thing in? What the fuck do I do? Because this is something I haven't exactly tried to do neither. I knew I should have brought a brewing stand and gunpowder, because then I could have made these into splash potions of health. I don't want to just leave it like this either. Okay, now first thing we're gonna do is do that. Luckily, it's actually just conveniently like on the same axis, so it is fixable, if only just. Now let's see if this works. Not particularly, no. Okay, you can stop. If I could just get it to, Okay, come on, man. I missed. I fucking really missed that, damn. Okay, now, come on. Now this is also where building like an actual farm fucking helps too. Oh, I do have one other thing though. I can try the boat. Bounce. Okay, now we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna try... There we go. I did at least fix it though. Alright, so we're gonna go heal this thing first things first because I don't actually, want this one to die. Because if I had to bring one over to here like that, that's one thing. But if I had to bring one from that city, it's a completely different nightmare. So we're gonna go ahead and just kind of leave this guy here like that. I'm gonna get a dispenser kind of installed. Like, I don't know. I don't think I need a dispenser per se, but I am gonna get a dispenser kind of put into place here, and then just fill it with like splash potions of instant health. So basically, I should only ever use them if that happens, like that. So that way, we'll get it put into here. Yeah, so it'll be like on this one next to the piston head. So that way I can always like break these and then get it in place a little bit easier. But we're gonna go heal this thing first because we need to heal this thing. There's no funny business. Now, I seem to have forgotten where I left from. Which, uh-oh. Yeah, that, yeah, well. I guess I know where, technically. Oh, it was like 900, right? Like positive 8, like positive 900. I'm pretty sure that's exactly where it was. At least I know that is legitimately fixable in a pretty easy. Not easy, but it's fixable enough to not be like... And I also have that, because I picked a new end city as well, I have a ton of backups. They're like an absolute fucking like, last ditch emergency. I have like all those extra ones just in that end city that I can go transport. Which again, would prefer to not do that. But if I have to, I have to, so... Alrighty, cool. That's pretty good. I'm also gonna write this down. 5, 7, 4. Alright, there we go, cool. So that's written down too, because I might need that one as well. Just to have like that gateway back. Now, I also looked up to what it takes to make instant health, and I did that last time, and it's just glistening melons, which is easy stuff. So what I'm gonna probably do, since that's the case, is we're gonna take a, what we'll do is we'll take a spare, like, shulker box, right? I'll go ahead and put away some of these shulker shells and kind of get my inventory reorganized a little more. Well, we'll go ahead and we'll take these spare shulker shells, right? And then, or I guess the spare shulker box, excuse me, we're just gonna make a fucking brewing stand that kind of goes, with me. Like in a shulker box, it's got its own dedicated little like thing and everything. And that should mean that I don't have any cobblestone. I got Blackstone that way. But yeah, I should be able to just kind of like make these on the go whenever I need to with this whole thing. So we put that in there. We'll have that for the fuel. And then we'll go ahead and grab some things like bottles. Because it'll be splash potion. Oh, we need like nether wart. Redstone makes it longer, but glowstone makes it stronger. So we want all of that. We want the and then we also want gunpowder that I do not seem to have any of, which is a little bit of a problem. So we're gonna go ahead and fix that. That was the wrong one. There we go. Alright, that's 30, that should be enough. And I got water I can use over there. Do that. And then it's just that, oh, and I'll put some blackstone in there so that way, like, if I need cobblestone to make more brewing stands, then I can do that. But we're gonna go get some gunpowder. I guess I'll have to wait for some creepers to spawn or something to that effect, but I need the gunpowder. I should not have turned all of it into fireworks. I knew that was a bad idea. That's okay enough though. I just wish there was a nicer, like, there is those witch farms and all that, but I mean, I want some other way to get it, you know? And there's, you pretty much got gas, no witches or creepers, and like, that's it. So it's, oh, and I actually need a dispenser, but that's actually really convenient. But we'll go ahead and make that dispenser too, just while I'm thinking about it. It's just some cobblestone, this random bow that I just got, and then the redstone dye. I thought that'd be easy to make. Oh, Blackstone doesn't actually count this time around, really? Dang, that sucks. That's a little inconvenient, because now I actually have to go out and get cobblestone. Wonder where I can get it from. Oh, this leads out to here? Really? Damn. That's cool to know. I will actually go ahead and make. Fencer, cool. And we're still just waiting for it to become nighttime so I can go ahead and get some gunpowder. I need a whole bunch, probably like 10 or 15 ought to do fine. Probably even less than that if I really need it. Once we get that, we'll go turn these into splash potions of instant health, and then go heal that shulker up. But yeah, it's just good to have like a failsafe like that in place, because when it gets below half health and it hits itself with a shulker bullet like that, there's a 25% chance it teleports away without cloning itself, and you don't want that. So if that happens, I have to be able to move it back into place and then go heal it with some like splash potions of heal. And then it'll just be fine after I do it like that. so it ain't luckily anything too bad, but it could have been like really bad. But luckily it wasn't. Just don't want to have that chance, you know. But it is good to try and think ahead and have that kind of a fail-safe in place. At least I will have it. Yeah, we're just waiting for it to become nighttime and put that in there. Should have that button. There we go. We'll put the glass in there. Just a general like repair kit for if I ever need it. Now the brewing thing too, I'll kind of just like put together with some like basic like blocks and whatnot. Oh, I did have cobblestone. Oops, but yeah, we'll just be putting it together with some basic blocks and all that. It's nothing really too special. It'll have like an infinite water source so I can fill up these bottles, and then like a brewing stand or 3 kind of in a corner, just so that way I can make all of these. And yeah, that's all I really needed. So once we get this done, it should be pretty safe. Not safe, but you know, won't fuck it up again. Yeah, we got enough for, 30 splash potions, which is like plenty, so nothing to worry about on that front at the very least. It's new. But yeah, now we're just playing the waiting game until all this gets done, so too bad. I'll just get some coal. Now, with this Shulker farm pretty much done too, and again it's manual and all that, we'll just pretty much take the rest of today, or at least like a good chunk of today, like getting up to those like 2 stacks of shells like I wanted. And we've already got a nice little start of 12, but after today I'll kind of start prepping for the raid farm. Because it's like, all it is just a lot of glass, and luckily we can trade for that now. But a raid farm will be really useful, because getting a bunch of emeralds like that, and also totems, because you get totems out of it, and that's really the other big thing I'm after too. Shit, what was I looking for in here? I came here to get something, and I already forgot what it was, because I totally... Oh, my shells, because I want to make sure I actually keep track of them proper. I put away my ender chest? I guess that was an accident, but... yeah, that raid farm will get me a bunch of totems of undying, and then I'll be really invincible, and then that's when I can start work on things like, well, I think the last big farm I want to make is like a wither skeleton farm, because, just to kill the wither, you just put it underneath the end portal thing, in the actual end, with all the bedrock that's there. Like, you just have some obsidian in a certain way, and then it's pretty easy to do, so it's actually just getting the wither skulls that's the not fun part. But I can handle that. I got enough materials, I think, to start spawn-proofing that fortress. It'll just take a bit. But it should be okay. But it'll be the raid farm after this, so that way I can actually get enough for a beacon. And I also need to farm pumpkins, unironically, because I'm planning on just spawning a metric fuck ton of snow golems in a tiny spot, and then like they'll be spawned on top of a vine too, so that way like they don't actually have like the entity limit on them. And then you just spawn like 6 stacks of them, and then you get 6 stacks of roses when the wither like does its thing. And I'll weaken with poison too and all that. But I just need wither roses so I can actually make like a better farm. Because all it is just I find an intersection, spawn proof the rest of the fortress, extend that intersection out with nether brick, and then just like use like dirt or whatever to plant with roses on, and then boom. make it so only withers can spawn, and then just lure him with an iron golem, and that should pretty much do it. I mean, I don't know if there's another way that I can lure them to. I'm not actually 100% sure on that one. But I know for a fact an iron golem does do that. Oh, and I guess the other thing too is an iron farm, but that's kind of an afterthought because I don't need a ton of iron right now. I'm not doing anything that requires like a ton of hoppers or, pistons or things like that. Just nice. Yeah, we're just fucking around till nightfall. Like gunpowder. This has been pretty successful today. Built that whole farm like from the ground up like that. I will also post the video at some point in chat for anyone who's interested in it. It's nothing really too like groundbreaking. I mean, it came from when it was still like just a snapshot, but it literally is just like literally what I have. But I just credit where credit is due kind of deal. But it was a helpful video. It was just like, oh damn, because I just wanted to do a manual farm. I don't want to do some crazy ass automatic thing because that's that kind of farm I'm gonna use once and then not touch again. And since I don't need like to mass produce shulker box like a shulker box loader, then like there is kind of a limit that you hit before it just starts being like a number for shulker boxes. I don't need like fucking like 100,000 of them. I just need like I think like 60 in total would probably cover me. Like 64 in total because it would completely fill up an ender chest and then like a lot of my inventory. And then I can have like a couple here and there just in case, but I could always go back and go get more of that manual farm too. It's just once I get the first bulk, then like that should just be it, So there shouldn't be nothing to it. That's alright. Yeah, this has been a pretty good hardcore world. Once we get these farms done too, I'll start figuring out what I want to do building wise, because I do actually want to have like a cool looking base. But I'm again a little sidetracked with like certain things right now, just to make this place better. Because once you get the infrastructure in place like that, then I can just go build whatever the fuck I want and not have to worry about food or I need more shulker boxes or I need fucking 6 beacons because it's funny. Like I can just have them. Have them on deck. Oh, I need levels? Just go to the raid farm, clown. Like, it ain't that bad. That raid farm's also going to double as my gunpowder farm, which is why I want that thing next, because I need the gunpowder. Because it always spawns witches, so it's actually like a really nice way to farm that stuff. There's a creeper up there. We're going to go get his ass. I got all my armor on, so he won't just, like, worry me if I fuck this up. Yep, alright, so that one I cut a little too close. You didn't do it, luckily, but wow, that was irresponsible. They're all infighting, it's alright. There's a lot of creepers out tonight. Ooh, got you. You see what I mean? Like, that hurt. Well, I say that hurt, but that didn't even do that much, like, relatively speaking, but... it does more than what I'm used to. I mean, 3 hearts taken off with full prot 4 like that does serious to you. Is, what? Don't want to chance that. But I mean, I already hit as much gunpowder as I need for this right now, but I'm just kind of, I guess, looking for more to stock up for fireworks. Cause I might as well while I'm out here, right? I am always in need of it for fireworks. But unless I get like RKO'd by like a creeper like really hard, and it drops me down like 7 hearts, and I don't have anything to worry. Like, that was the most damage I've taken in a while, I think. So. It ain't really too bad. You see, that was just poor on my part. But that's alright, I got 25 gunpowder. Other 32. Ooh. Ooh, slime. I will always take some of that. I don't really use... Well, I will actually probably be using sticky pistons at some point. I just don't right now. I use them for a little bit of shit here and there, but it's not enough to warrant, like, trying to farm, you know? Oh, but I will just gladly take whatever I can find with. Half a stack of gunpowder is honestly fine. I don't really need it. So we'll just go ahead and, you know, put some shit away, and then we'll just head back to the end and get this kind of wrapped up. I'll have to install that dispenser though. Hey, another key. Other one. That was weird, yeah. See, I knew there was another one, so I just decided to keep moving towards that other one. But now I could see. I heard the other hiss, but I knew it wasn't the one in front of me, so, you know, get out of the way. Is I can take damage from him, fine enough. I just don't want to take the full amount. Again, it won't kill me, but it'll get kind of close, and I don't want to be close. Especially not without a totem. I don't want to, you know, chance that one at all. It'd be a very horrible idea. The only thing that's left in this game that can kill me in like a single hit is like a charge creeper. Like that will just straight up like destroy me in one hit unless I have like dedicated armor for it, and that would be like full blast protection for like armor, and that's just dumb. And it's so rare that it, you know, I wouldn't let it fucking happen, you know what I mean? The only time I'm gonna be around something like that is if I'm actually trying to, like, move on something. Like, you know, I wouldn't really have a need to do that for a long time, so it don't matter. Hey, we got that. Our dispenser is here. I got enough wood in here. I'm also thinking about making just like a very basic loader where it's just like a hopper and or actually take the hoppers too, might as well, but I could just have like a hopper also like routed into the dispenser with like a chest on top of it so I can just bulk store all these instant health potions if I really need to. But still thinking about that. I got everything I needed though, I'm pretty sure. Bottles, all the shit to brew instant health too, including the gunpowder to make them splash potions, and the dispenser that I needed. But we should be good to go here. Make sure the spawn point is set. I don't want to worry about sleeping right now. And we'll just go ahead and head back, so yeah. Cool. That's quite a good get done. Now I know it doesn't have to be an infinite water source for the you know what I'm talking about for the potions and all that. It can just be a single block because it's coming from bottles, but nah. I'll just make it infinite just in case I ever need it. Also, because I want water cascading down to the bottom, just so that way I have like an actual like manual way up there in case like for whatever reason I have an elytra. Just because it's always good to have something. We're gonna go ahead and head back into the end. We'll fly it back to the Shulker farm. We'll get the brewing stand stuff sorted, and then I'll just grind for shells. Yeah. But it's a good thing I can actually fix that just by like having it go to a boat and all that. Because it only does what it did when it's at like half HP or less, and then it, you know, it's a chance that it'll do that anyways. That means if it does happen, that's when I know I need to actually heal it, because otherwise it's just fair game. Well, then there's also even a rare chance still that it might actually just kill itself without ever teleporting, but it's like slim enough to where I shouldn't have to think about it too. And I can kind of like, I think I can there might be shit in the F3 menu that lets you see, you know, if like what their HP is, but I'm not sure on that. Now we are going to negative 240 and then 2690. Now my Elytra's got really good durability left, so I don't have anything to worry about here. But yeah, I guess I really did miss a pretty close one on the way there, huh? 'Cause I mean, there's even the cobbled deep slate bridge that I built. Yeah, if I just would have went this way instead of the other way that I did go, I would have hit it fairly quickly. Which that's kind of a bummer, but it didn't have an end ship on it to be fair either, so that early on it wouldn't have particularly mattered. I'm sure we'll see it kind of pop into view here in a moment. It's a little bit high up. Yeah, there it is in the back. We got a spare one there. There was another one on that roof that I remembered seeing. And there's plenty on like in the front and actually inside the thing too if they're absolutely necessary, which they aren't for the moment, so it's okay. But we'll go ahead and get this sorted. Do this for the water source. There we go. It doesn't teleport into water, I just want buttons on the outside. There we go. And then we'll take the brewing stands. Those put in the I guess I can put this actually. We're gonna get the dispenser installed really quickly. Just kind of like I talked about, we're gonna go ahead and get it. That was not the right way, first of all. There we go, that's how we wanted it. That, and then I can load it just fine. Now, I could actually have the button here on this side. And I think I will, because I do actually want the hopper to properly do that. And then we'll get this hopper shit. Now I'm gonna have to use a barrel because the chest won't actually open with that like that. That's alright though, but go ahead and dump some of this away. This is our fuel. That's also an issue I failed to consider. I don't have the slabs on me. Here we go. I should have that all fixed up. I will go ahead and start taking some of that nether wart. Then we'll put in glistening melon, and then glowstone, and then I'll. Ahead, that. I'll put in our glistening melon. There we go. We got a crafting table too, because I wanted to craft something, but I forgot I wanted to craft a barrel. That's what it was. You craft a fucking barrel, it's like wooden slabs, right? Like that, and then that wasn't it. Oh, it's 6 planks and uh, it's 6 planks and 2 slabs. That's good to know. Now these are instant health. We want to make them into, and then we'll turn them into splash potions. Yeah. That should pretty much do it, I think. I mean, we'll leave this shulker box here because it's got brewing shit that I'm gonna. And yeah, that should pretty much be it. I just have to go load that up and then go make sure he's healed, and then it'd be okay. Now they heal 8 hearts each for each of these instant health potions, so that should bring him back up to full, I'm pretty sure. I'm also debating whether or not I actually should build that second layer just in case, but no, I don't. That's extra work that I don't really put in right now. It's just because I'm taking up this space with this stuff, so it is kind of cutting into like what he can actually go to, but I don't think it's enough to be relevant, so. Go ahead and all these dumped in. And these are getting loaded in, cool. And I mean, that should do it. I mean, I leave the shulker box here. I'll leave an ender chest. I'll go ahead and put an ender chest like this work. Oh, that does, huh? Oh, I guess I could have put a double chest. That's all right though. I got an ender chest here just in case, and it's good to go. Wait, how far out is this? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the 7 block part. So it does actually, or it would be 8 anyway, so this is 8. So it actually does cut into it a decent. It's alright. Actually, no, it's not. I'm just gonna go move it. It won't take too long to read. I just need to move the water stuff. It ain't that big a deal. This has to move. This has to move. But the brewing stands don't gotta move. I think I just do that. I do that. This goes there. Oh, other thing. Do that so that way I at least got a way up. Then it's just the rafting table and ender chest that have to go. That goes there, and then we put one of these. So now it's out of range of where it can actually teleport, so this should be a lot better. And then to get out of here, the actual manual way, I need to actually have a sled. Oh, I didn't actually fucking put it in properly. I thought it did snap. Oh, luckily it dropped away because, you know, water, but I should have actually checked to see if it was in my house. That's alright though, it didn't matter, luckily. But I think this is good, so we're just gonna go ahead and heal them up, and that should pretty much heal them up. I mean, we'll give this another shot, but oh, one other thing too, I do actually want that bucket of water back, and here's a little trick in case you don't actually know, because it's something I don't see talked about a whole bunch. Like, people are definitely aware that it is a thing, right? But it's like just kind of out there. So you take your cauldron, right, and then you take your water bottles, you know, and you can make like an infinite water source out of just like a single like source block. So what you do is you take your water bottles, you know, you fill up your cauldron, and you just fill it up till it's full. And now I should be able to take a water bucket out and infinite water from a single source block. And then that also means when it rains too, you can like take it out with a bucket and then just put it on the ground and then just fill bottle, and it just, so it also is really good for Skyblock players because it is a very cool thing to have access to. Because you can actually get infinite water with just like, you know, one. Well, you could have done it with 2 cauldrons, but you can do it with 1 at the very least. So that's at least helpful in case you ever need that. But it's good for scenarios like that where I didn't really have any other water, but I still wanted. Not that it's a necessity, but. Oh, that should have just been 2, so we should still have like 7 left in here. Yeah. But we're gonna go ahead and turn this thing back into gear and go with it. Oh, he keeps shutting though whenever he like shoots a bullet. Which one is it? There we go. See, that's what we wanted. That means it worked. Crisis averted, baby. Go. So if for whatever reason this one ran really low and he teleported out by himself again, I would just do what I did before, where I get him in a boat, and then I clear these out, and then I put the boat way into that corner, I break it so he follows on that like deep slate tile, and I seal it back up. That means if I want to seal it back up, I should make sure I have some glass in here. And I do! Oh, we're good. Nothing to worry about. Alrighty. Farm done. I gotta have a couple of quality of life things like that just in case, because that means I don't have to have a backup shulker, because that does take a lot more effort to do. But you can also kind of like rough estimate a lot of this stuff too, to be fair. So it's not just a complete guessing game, but because if I see that like the one in the chamber is taking like a lot of damage, even if I don't know the exact amount, if I see that he's taking a lot of damage but he still hasn't teleported, whether he cloned or not, that's when I can just pop a heal just in case. It's better to be safe than sorry with that. Okay, like see now he's being a fucking weirdo. And like he took 5 bullets to the face like that. I didn't even do anything. So we're gonna double check that he's actually healed, because that should heal him up a good bit. Oh, one other thing, where are my buttons? Take some of these. I just want one there because it can technically teleport there if I wasn't standing there. And I don't want that. So just to play it safe. Oh, see, that's also why. Huh, so he actually did take a lot of damage out of that first time, so I guess it's a good thing I did heal him, because he could have just killed himself. And, you know, don't want that. Oh, let's see if putting this into practice actually does what it's supposed to do. Okay, you can fucking stop. He's like chasing me all over to shoot. It's disrespectful. Now, I have to go and grab some extra glass just in case. We'll do that. Alrighty, we get him in the boat. Hit himself, and I don't like that. I fucking can't. Now we're gonna go ahead and just heal him up. You should do it. That was 16 hearts of health. I mean, I only got 10 for God's sake, so I mean, you should be okay. There we go. See, that does actually fix it up then. So hey, so whoa, that's crazy. That broke out somehow. That was weird. Oh, that is sealed. Oh, it might have clipped through something to go through that. Here, we'll go ahead and have some extra splash potions just kind of in the back burner, just in case. I might need them. Go ahead and do. Go ahead and grab 3 and 4. Yeah, again, it is very, like, you know, primitive, and I get that, but don't fucking care. It does what I need it to do. And that's alright. Now, one other thing I haven't thought about, but I am now, is I'm gonna actually put 3 instant health, like 2/potions in that shulker box. Because he shot himself while he was out here, and I seem to have forgotten that was a thing he could technically do. And, you know, so pretty much if he ever came out here, I should just throw one on him first, and then, like, actually, like, get ready to start moving back. Because I would rather not have him fucking die in my arms, basically, so we're gonna try and avoid that. But it's alright, though. At least for now. Put an entire lava bucket to brew, that would be pretty cool. But these first 3 we'll just dump straight into the shulker box just in case. It's better to be safe than sorry with that. Oh, I don't think he's capable of shooting himself in there. I was pretty sure about that. Oh, he's gone and filled up a good bit. I can't actually reach that hopper, so that's good. I think that was only if I wanted spares. I'm pretty sure this is still just like a fresh one. It was, yep. It don't matter now. 15 shells, that's a pretty sizable amount for right now. That's an eighth of the way there, pretty much, because we're here for 2 stacks of shells. Now, if I was smart, I could probably have something that figured out how to automate this, where if, like, the shulker teleported, there was such a... Well, actually, no, it'd probably be too hard. There almost certainly would be a way to automate this thing, to, like, check to see if it teleported, either by, like, having shit over here, but see, he's hit himself 3 times like that, and I don't like that. Now he's being a fucko again. Alright, last one. Okay, so it was last one whether I wanted it to be or not. Oh, we're gonna do what I talked about. We are taking Bear 1. And we're gonna get him healed up. Hey, you know what? You can stop. Got in a boat, good. Gonna drive this. Go ahead and heal him back up. Now, since I already threw one in, he didn't hit himself again. That should actually just do it on. That should have healed like 16 hearts out of him. He's just being really stubborn. Wow. There we go. Now the fresh one's in place, so it's back to normal. There we go. Yeah, that's 4. It looks like 3 to 4 just raw bullets like that is the limit. That's the second fucking time I've had to do this. I moved them back ain't that bad, it's just worrying. Bruh. Fine. Alright, come on. It's also important to not seal the glass block that's above him. So we healed him once, now we gotta do it again. We should be back to near full, if not. He's not already, that is. But yeah, it looks like 3 full bullets, that kind of limit that I have to watch. So that was 1, 2, 3, pretty much. So we're not risking that. Heal him again. Try this now. There we go. Cool, alright. And that's a fresh one that he's gonna replace. We're looking at for 3 bullets. 1, oh, that's good. 19. We're over 1/8 of the way there. That's good. One, 2. And cool. That's 10 shulker boxes we gotten by doing this at least. And I haven't had to actually just straight up replace the whole one here. 1, 2, 2.5. We'll see 1 more. 3. Alright, heal him now. Put some heal. I might have to bulk make a fuck ton of these back at my base and just import them. Okay, so that's a thing that can also happen. That was a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna make sure that can't happen. Just by doing that. That's all I had to do. At least it's fixed up though. That was freaky. Alright, no more. He hit himself 4 times. I'm gonna have to build him a second little layer. Because he's not teleporting a whole bunch like they used to. Might be a mix of like bad RNG and like not actually having them. Oh, come on, man. What the fuck is it? I think I will build him a fucking little second one then. Keeps being a little fucking shit baby, so. It's ticking me off. We'll go ahead and just like build another layer for this because honestly I think I need it. But we'll see how this goes. I don't know if I actually have enough. I think 10 stacks of slabs is what I got, and I think that should... Oh, I put my stone cutter back at my house. So it doesn't matter actually, because it's still just slabs like that. Still annoying. Okay, so around that half. Go ahead. Now there is an issue this will cause too, where I'll have to like button up all the sides, but it's not really too... As long as I get the ceiling done at the very least, that should help out. I don't think I can realistically build too many more layers after this, because this is pretty much that like height limit that I was talking about. So if I wanted to build more, I would have to build down. But building down is for losers and suckers, so I'm gonna try to avoid that for as long as human. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, I should have some spares. Yeah, I do. I got enough, I'm pretty sure, to finish this. Hopefully. I don't have another 4 stacks, because if not, I'll have to go out and go get some cobbled deep slate, because I do actually need it. 'Cause I also have to fill in the floor, that's the other problem. But I could always just replace that with full blocks, like with like end stone or something, if I really needed to. Yeah, most I can probably get the ceiling done with this, and then I probably would have to replace all these with solid blocks. That's something to keep in mind. I'll have to go out and mine the end. I guess ain't the worst thing in the world. I can, I'm pretty sure though I could actually get this done with all cobbled deep slate. I just have to go back to the overworld and mine a little bit. Not a whole bunch more, but probably about like 3 to 4 stacks of this junk, and then that should probably do it in terms of labs. As you can see, I'm already like running out, and this is filling in the entire ceiling. So this took like pretty much 6 stacks, and then a little bit extra, so I'll have to turn the rest of the blocks that I have into slabs, and then I guess I can just start a little bit. Won't be able to do all of it, but I can get a pretty sizable chunk of this done at the very end. Not having to tear everything up. It's 4 stacks, that's pretty solid. Oh, and actually, technically, I don't even have to, because, you know, I did overextend these platforms quite a lot. So what I'm going to do instead is just focus on the center point that I know is needed. So the whole thing is 17 by 17 by 17, so I need to go out 8 in each direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool, and then, and that needs to be cobblestone. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll leave that open. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then connect all the ends. Fill it in. And then that also means I don't have to put buttons on any of these sides or nothing. It's great. That makes it easier. Do that so I can actually get in and out. Even then, I might. It seems like I will fall short regardless. Just barely short as well. Might absolutely just barely luck out and squeeze out with enough. But I'll have to probably replace some of this with, like, you know, cobblestone at the very least. I don't have to go back to the overworld. I don't have to make this look pretty as long as it works, because I won't be here for too long. Yeah, so I definitely am gonna just fall a little short here, but that's okay enough, you know. Alright, it could be worse, right? Yeah, I guess I could head back to the overworld and cobble deep slate. Got that tiniest little bit left. I won't have enough cobble. Oh, just kidding. Don't have to do it. We're good. Perfect. Nice. Gaming clutch. This should definitely be enough. I gotta go back after all. It's great, because I kind of didn't really want to have to replace a lot of this floor, but now I don't gotta. Hell, I didn't even need that much. I didn't even use up an entire stack. I needed, like, less than a fucking half stack of cobbled deep. That would have been a little tedious. Oh, this should give me a lot better odds of getting some good. I have a whole bunch to worry about. Let's find out. Let's see if this actually does help out, like I think it will. Hey, little dude. I mean, yeah, you saw it teleport straight away. But yeah, the more spaces it has, the better. We'll test that. He got dinged by a bunch of his own shit, but he was shielded. I mean, you see how like that one just kind of went like, because it only happens when they're open, by the way, too. But you see how when as soon as he did get hit while he was open, it just was. I hope it was just a spawning like not enough spaces issue, because if it is, then that was perfect. I mean, that one was first try. It might have just been like spawning issues, which is great for me because, you know, going up to go do this ain't really that hard. And I could always just replace this with glass if I absolutely wanted to. That's more of a like what if kind of deal. Because if I want to like actually see up here, then I can just use glass and then just look and see where it went. But you see it teleport, and if it's not on the first floor, it's on the second floor. No questions asked, so works for me. Although he is stockpiling a bunch of bullets in there. And even if I actually try and block the bullets, I just can't, so... Sorry, though. Here, I'm gonna get my elytra kind of fixed up while we're doing this. Okay. He's kind of dinging himself a lot. Alright, we're gonna actually heal him up now, because that was like 5, like, dings. Can't do anything to save that, though. Actually, I think I technically can if I, like, had an endermite. Alright, so that's the first time he didn't just straight up teleport after... But second time, though, was very good. But it definitely does seem to be helping. All I wanted it to do was at least help, so that's good for me. Now, if let's say I ever did fuck it up where I had to, like, I got him stuck, you know, and he, like, teleported up here because I didn't heal him properly, right? Like, you know, he got scared, teleported, all that shit. I could just put him in a boat and then just clear out some of these and then just drop them down to the floor. If it was below, then it would be a whole different story, because then I'd have to, like, piston him up or some weirdo shit, and we don't, you know. So luckily, just by having it up, it makes it a lot easier on myself still, which is nice. That's exactly what I'm looking for, so yeah, this is definitely helping out a lot. I just tried to shield, I'm not gonna lie. I got plenty of HP on my elytra, just, you know, but I would like to try and get it up a little bit more. There you go, 28 shells, cool, so we're almost a quarter of the way there. It's definitely picking up a lot more steam now. What the fuck? Looking at you. Ooh. That's the first time they've done that. Maybe that was the thing they could do, but again, that's the first time they've done that. Now there's still Shulker bullets in there trying to shoot me. Oh, fucking clown. I don't want him to quit trying to shoot me because I'm worried he might damage himself too much, but maybe it'll be okay. It was. Alright. He did. It is currently 7:11 Eastern Time. Yeah, it's already been gone the past couple of days too. I just been kind of, because I mean I beat the Ender Dragon, so I kind of earned a little bit of a break, you know. Also, because I was actually doing research about what I actually wanted to build next, and I was originally gonna build the raid farm next, but you know I was curious about building Shulker farm. Cause I've built the raid farm before, and I built a Wither skeleton farm before, but I've never built a Shulker farm before, and I've seen like clips of them here. But it's something I've never done, so I wanted to see if I could get like an easier one, which is, you know, what I ended up doing for a little bit, was just seeing if I could get something easier. And I could, so I did. And it's been pretty nice. I mean, I just wanted a quick and easy one, because it is useful having a ton of shulker boxes for larger projects. Oh, God. Teleport. Oh, Electra's pretty much fixed up. I can get my pickaxe fixed up a little bit too. Looks like when I kill one of them, they give back like 10 durability. So that's at least kind of nice. So they actually are like decent enough for fixing like smaller things. The Electra's all repaired. That's cool. All the pickaxe kind of thing. I still have to get full netherite, but that's something that I can wait for another day. So. We got enough for 15 shulker boxes right now, which again is pretty good. Oh, that's a rare one. Hey, got 2 of them, huh? Now that is something that can happen, but I never like try and force that because it is so rare, and it's usually a bad idea to try and force that because it is rare. But the more that are out, like there's a limit. Like when there's eventually like 5 that are out here, he literally will not clone again, and it's like sequentially less. So. Like, so whenever there's none around, whenever he actually decides he wants to clone, he will always clone. But if there's like at least one, then there's like a 20% decrease in the odds he'll do it. So if he decides he wants to clone, when he teleports, it like rolls, like it rolls like at 80% odds instead of 100%. So there's still like a 1 in 5 chance that it'll teleport but not clone. So it just makes it worse overall. So it's better to do it one at a time. Like, it is possible to have multiple like that, but you shouldn't really try it with this kind of farm, because it is a manual farm, so would like to not break it. That was too full. That's good. Oh. I'll land something one day. Yeah, 17 shulker boxes. That pretty much completely covers me on my ender chest, I'm pretty sure. Well, actually, not all the way, because I am leaving some here. Like, I'm leaving that one there, because it's got my burning stuff. Somebody teleported. There we go. Oh, you didn't drop a shell, but that's okay. Yeah, this is probably, like, the only shulker farm I would ever build unless I need an automatic one, because it's just easy, you know. Like, I did do some of the shit by myself in terms like the dispenser and the sticky piston with the glass on it to actually ensure that he doesn't like repeatedly shoot himself, but otherwise the raw kind of idea came from a tutorial. The second floor was kind of my thing, but like that was more out of necessity. Like once you get the basics down, it's fine to just cobble shit like that together like haphazardly. This is definitely not as... Wow, he teleported quick. But this is definitely not as good. has an actual like farm from like other people, but it doesn't need to be. I don't ever need to farm these things too often. I ever do once I'm done here today. So again, 64 shulker boxes. That's a lot of fucking shulker boxes. You know, pretty big. Now he did teleport to the bottom, but here we go. Alright, you know what? While I'm still thinking about it, let me actually go find the YouTube video really quickly. So please see how this goes. We are back. Yeah, like, so I'll go ahead and post it in the Twitch chat if anybody's interested. But this video was the one that I ended up seeing that was like, oh damn, why didn't I fucking think of that? You know what I mean? It's like one of those kinds of moments. And it's just a simple ass video. I don't have a lot of views or nothing, but it kind of did what I asked, was just a pretty manual shulker farm, and that's okay. Okay, I think 2 of them. Yeah. Is there a 3rd one? I know there was definitely those 2. Yeah, if you ever have like a Minecraft world for yourself or your own hardcore world or whatever you want, you know, just that's a really easy thing to do. You just find an end city like I did and just kind of go up high and like just bring it over here like in a boat. These towers specifically always have one at the very top, like, so these are probably the best ones to try and snag, because they're usually pretty secluded and they're easier to get a hold of and rank. Alright, that's 2. Yeah, it's really like simple concepts, but you know, just very it's like minimal redstone. You need like a sticky piston, but even then, I think you could fix that with a trap door. Actually, no, I did try using a trap door like at that position, but once it already goes through a redstone block like that, it's like, ah, fuck it, I'll just go through the next one. Because it doesn't actually think this trap door is something it can shoot through, which is why they actually circle back on itself. So it's very important it's like that. But as for the instant health stuff, that's only like a failsafe that I have just in case, because you know, as you've seen, there have been issues with that. But this is shit you can just easily port over and like make a little thing like this, like I got. And then this stuff's like just dispenser, you know, 2 hoppers and a fucking barrel to drop instant health potions in. And then, you know, sticky piston with glass to block it. So now it only shoots those bullets in itself, and it can't hit itself when it's like that, which makes it actually safe too. Again, this is just some really easy redstone and shit. Do this after you have an elytra though, it makes it easier. Like, get like maybe like 1 or 2 shulker boxes, like doing normal end city raiding shit, and get an elytra. Because then once you have that kind of stuff, this just falls into place like really easy. It's just slabs, like that's all this thing is cobblestone slabs and some very like minor redstone shit. That was weird bullet physics, but it's really simple to do. You should do it if you ever get a chance to. mean, like, fuck, I got like 20 shulker boxes worth of shells right now, and this is all I've been doing. Again, it is kind of boring, but it's gotta be done, you know? And I've even shown how to, like, move it back pretty easily with just a boat. Now, I also do have protection 4 gear, so that means, you know, I don't take a lot of damage when they do hit me, which is why I just tank all the hits and don't actually, like, worry. But it's technically a shitty XP farm if you really need it to be, but I really just use it to repair my tools. So I'm going to be here anyway, so I might as well use it to repair what I own. It repairs enough, too. So. Here we go. Got 21 boxes worth of them now. Okay, I don't like that he's doing that, though. That's... Alright, nope, we're closing that up. I don't trust that right now. That was 4, like, dings while he was in armor, and I don't... Because, yeah, I could move him back just fine, but I would rather not risk him even dying, too, because you could still technically... Alright, he's being a fucking quirky. Ah. The animatronics around here do get a bit quirky. Alright, there we go, that's better. But again, that's why I fail saves, like, you know, with the splash potions right there. Is you never know. You fucking made 2 pretty quickly. One might be a fresh one, actually. Doesn't matter, though. But don't ever bank on there being like 2 at a time. Oh, shit, that one was 3. Wow, that one was particularly lucky. Because I guess it kind of like supercharged with how many bullets it had to use. Because the bullets from like that previous shulker, like when the first one teleported out, all those bullets that were stockpiled hit the new one, and then they hit the new one, and they hit the new one. So like that was just a really good stroke of luck, but not consistent at all. So it shouldn't be counted on. Barely open. This one's pretty much back to full HP. Pretty close. We're about a third of the way there in the 47 shells, so good thing. I probably won't really ever have to do this again unless I actually wanted more. But I don't think I'll need more, you know. But I got enough to fill my ender chest right now, actually, so that's pretty good. Alright, that's weird. Stop that. Let him hit himself one more time, otherwise I have to go heal him. Oh, he teleported, it's okay. I can't hit for shit, huh? Alright, though. Hey, pickaxe got fully repaired, that's cool. Do this pickaxe now. Yeah, building those over the top, like, no shulker farms. If that's what you're into, go for it. I'm not. I only build these farms because I have to. Like, same with the raid farm. Like, I'd prefer to not have to build shit like that, but kind of have to. For some things, if you don't want to grind for like 30 billion years doing one thing, you gotta grind a little less doing it for something else. That's alright. I have wasted my time on shittier things. Like Splatoon. Good God, have I played that game? In college, if this getting a job thing with a fucking master's degree doesn't work out, which I'm gonna be kind of upset if it doesn't, because, you know, I'm on a good pace. I think I can get my master's when I'm 21 in finance, and that's, you know, pretty big. Because I'm gonna be 21 no matter what, so might as well be 21. It is ass. No, not what we wanted. So that was a good streak though, at the very least. But we don't have any in reserve, so we're taking one of these. Or go ahead and stop worrying about it. We'll have our shield. With the glass broken up. Cool. Go ahead and get this bow. Here, have some juice. Then, cool. Go ahead and take him into the corner. And boom. Alright, cool, he's back in. I already threw healing at him and he didn't actually take damage, so go ahead and just kind of give it another. Okay, you're not funny doing this. There we go, that's better. Good. Now, one other thing too I could always consider is like, oh, how do I explain this? So I could have this basically extend out quite a ways, right? And then just have, and have it like in its own little like, basically like a greenhouse more or less for these fucking things. But I could have basically a greenhouse of like a couple of like backup shulkers if they were absolutely needed. If I didn't want to have to go to this end city. So that would only be like an actual like genuine emergency. Like I have these guys as the absolute last resort if I need it, but I should have like a better backup shulker thing. And it's really ain't too hard. It's just a matter of build a little thing out there, put it in some glass, and then just store them there. So that way they don't actually count towards this cat from this guy. Now, I don't exactly have the materials on hand to do this, which is why I didn't like save that one, for example. But I will eventually when I come back. Because I'll probably just get the 10 more, and then I'll call it a day and go back to the overworld, and then I'll just bring in like a bunch more slabs and glass. Build that greenhouse kind of deal. I'll make the bridge like too wide just to be... Yeah, only 9 more shells, which is very good and respectable, so hey. All things considered, this has been pretty good. Yeah. There's 7 more. Yeah, sorry this one's been a little bit boring today, but nice way to kind of ease back. I mean, we don't have the only like high octane stuff left because of this armor, and I'm not taking this shit off to go like, you know, camping or whatever. And there's like, oh man, no armor challenge. No, we ain't doing that right now. I still have other stuff I'd like to do, like making my base look cool and getting some other like bits and other farms. But at some point maybe I could do that, but like just not for right now. I still have plenty of other stuff I'd like to try and do. Because this is the second world I've gotten like really far in. The other one that I'm still really far in, I still have and everything. I just don't have like a shulker farm like this one. But on that one, I got like a raid farm, or a withers farm, and like a witch farm. Although the witch farm is obsolete because of the raid farm, so that's why I won't be building that. I've got a decent enough place to live in. Now, he's dinged himself a little bit too weird, so I kind of hope I actually tell him. He went out, guys. There are 4 more. Hey, we're doing good. You can see we got that one there in case. We got another one there. There are 2 at the very, very bottom. We got those there. In fact, that's an entire column. If I absolutely needed it, that'd be an absolute nightmare to do, so we will not be doing that. Unless I completely fuck up like royal. I don't plan on fucking up that hard. Then again, I don't think anybody ever does. Okay, only 3 more though. That's good. It's 2 more to do, and then I have all the shells I want for right now. Alright, just 1 more and then we'll be out of here. Double check that there aren't just any up here. Nope, we're good. Essentially the last one, assuming I get the roll. And I did. We got it. A whole stack of shulker shells without having to hardly leave any. A lot of my tools fixed up. Doing very good. We will be back here because this is still kind of incomplete. I need more shells anyways, but we'll be back here with a ton more slabs, a ton more glass. I can build that greenhouse storage shed for like last resort shulkers in case I need them. I might. I would rather be safe than sorry when it comes to this. We're going into negative Z, positive X. Now we only got 1 firework by. I will have ender pearls just in case, and my water out too. Well, that was very successful getting that farm done and dusted in like 2 hours, and then I got a stack of shells probably within about an hour. So they're genuinely respectable rates for that kind of shit. Like, again, you don't need that many like shulker shells. Like, I've already got enough to completely stuff an ender chest and then some of just shulker boxes, so. And once you kind of have that, you don't ever need too many more unless you need it for like niche like building things every now and then. But it's not a necessity. It's just kind of whatever. I mean, hey, there it is. That's cool. We'll pick the rest of the shulker shells tomorrow or so, or just sometime in the near future. We'll get the rest of those shells, and then we'll start work on the raid. Because it ain't really hard, it's just glass, some very basic redstone bits and pieces I have access to, and that's it. Oh, the other thing is like it's like an actual villager, but again, we have all the infrastructure in place, and I actually know how to move them now, like actually like efficiently, so I don't have to worry about that like I used to. But Currently, it is day 137. We have made extraordinarily good progress with this. In fact, you're going to turn these into chests. In fact, I don't even have enough right now. Spoiler alert, that's a lot of shulker boxes. I still have to go get fucking more wood for it. We're gonna go grab some more. Got another half stack of logs. I don't even have enough room for those. Now, we'll put them in this bottom right one. This was going to be my redstone chest, but this is a little bit more. We'll just put the redstone chest up here with the single enchanted book that I'll move to be. But yeah, very, very respectable amount of shulker boxes. I mean, can't fucking go wrong with this. I'll color code them at some point too. To the first world I actually do that. Even in my other one, when I actually do have shulker boxes, I've never really color coded them, so it's kind of something silly to get excited over, but hey, that's no big deal, really. But yeah, that was a very successful just day today. Got a lot done. Old shulker farm built, farmed an entire stack of shells, and yeah, that's great. So next time we will be getting a backup shed, kind of put in a place for those guys. We'll put them in their own cells and all that are like 3 blocks, like 3 by 3, so that way I can actually get the boat in and out. But once we get that done, we'll go ahead and get like another stack of shelves for the other bit that I want to complete. We'll kind of just get some materials set up and put away for the raid farm, and then maybe do some like fun shit, like I don't know, like working on the base, making it look a little better, that kind of deal. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please remember, if you'd like to build that, the kind of thing I base it off of is in chat. If you're interested in building that in your own. Because again, like if you don't want to build a crazy farm like that, like I don't, then build that, or build something similar to it, like I did, where I kind of just like bootlegged most of it together. But the idea is there, so just kind of use that if you really need to, because it's nice. I don't have to build a huge ass farm for that. But yeah.